I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered and bewildered am I. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantition, where on this channel we talk about nothing but fragrances. So in this edition we are focusing today on a classic, again from the house of Cacharel, and it's this little beauty. The house of Cacharel, which is LouLou. Yes, LouLou, the world famous fragrance that, in my opinion, is a masterpiece, is beautiful. Let's see what's inside this magical box. So here we have it. It is LouLou, all in her prime, and we have a 30 ml, and we also have I do believe, a 200 ml of the bath and shower gel, which smells divine. Still, this is a vintage one that I managed to get. And when I say vintage, it's from 1993. So yes, it's the first formulation of LouLou. And here it is. So I have this, and I do have another bottle as well, a vintage one, but I wanted to show you just this little 30 ml that I have that was with a little gift box, which is absolutely beautiful. This fragrance is so unique. This fragrance came out in 1987. I do believe, and the perfumer behind it was Jean Guichard, who created a real little masterpiece. The notes in this are phenomenal, but the main notes I detect are the plum, the cinnamon, the incense, the vanilla. The incense has a powdery veil with the heliotrope in there, which gives it an almost almond dusting finish to it. That's the only way I can describe it. And ylang-ylang, which gives it a little bit of brightness, but the main stars are the plum, the cinnamon, the incense. There's some white florals in there, there's some jasmine, there's some orange blossom, white florals and incense. This is incense, which is a real femme fatale fragrance, smoky to the max. It is a beautiful, stunning fragrance. LouLou is a strong scent. She is a power monster. This formulation, it is beast, or as Tara puts it, my diva sister, it's diva mode fragrance. It's a diva beast mode fragrance, this is. It lasts on my skin for hours and hours. It projects for hours. The sillage is hours until you wash off. That is this type of fragrance. It is an intoxicating fragrance that is for a psychotic person. Really is. I imagine Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction wearing this. Let's face it, this came out in that era. It was that time, yes. Oh yes, baby, it was that time. But the main story behind this fragrance is from the actress Louise Brooks, who unfortunately died alone in 1985 in Rochester, New York. However, she was the iconic 1920s flapper girl in the film Pandora's Box, which came out in 1928, which was that silent film that was the epitome of sex that was taboo. And she was the girl that pushed the boundaries to the max, not only in that film, but really as a woman herself. She was that type of woman. She had the bob, she had the pearls, she was swinging it everywhere, literally. And this was inspired by Pandora's Box. Now, the original, which was, you opened it up, it was inspired by that, and as you put it on, you became completely engulfed and intoxicated by it. You still do. This bottle, I must admit, is quite hideous, but I don't care. I do not care. I don't need to spray this. This has guts to it. It has strength. It has backbone. It is for those of you who like Poison out there, the original Poison, whether it be the original or the reformulated, because I think the reformulated, in my opinion, is good. But this, wow, it is just, it's diva mode. It is complete diva mode. It is. Now, some people would say it's for old grannies. Well, let's face it, when it came out in 1987, everybody and their dog was wearing this. So it was the La Vie Belles of the day. It was the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle of the day. It was the Britney Spears of the day. It was everything. It was the Cacharel of the day. This really was. This fragrance had it and everything. And in my opinion, it still has. It is a gem, an absolute stonker of a gem. I find this fragrance still a little bit sweet, with a bit of spiciness in there. The spiciness comes from the vanilla combined with the incense, so it's a sweet that it's bittersweet. It's not a sweet like a gourmand sweet at all. Oh no, it's not like that. It's retro, it's vintage, it's still here. It's still here, and I hope it's here to stay. I have heard that the reformulated version is a lot sharper than this. So for the time being, I will just wear this because I have smelt the original one and compared it to this, and this still has that headiness, that intoxicating, beguiling, bewitching scent that is LouLou. So that was my little review on LouLou by Cacharel. One of the best, if not the best, vintage fragrances of the 1980s in my opinion. But that's my opinion. What's your opinion? Do you have any vintage fragrances of the 1980s that you still have, that you reminisce, that you long for if you don't have? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your views. But until the next time, I'll just send you out with this little piece. I've sinned a lot, I mean a lot, but I'm still like sweet 17 a lot. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I.